What's up, and welcome back to the Publish to Impact podcast. Today, I want to talk about a topic that can really make or break your writing journey, and that is how to write a book that truly aligns with your business vision and goals. Now, whether you're an entrepreneur looking to make an impact or you just want to write a book that serves as an asset, let's get into how you can make sure that your book not only showcases your expertise but propels your business forward. So the first thing you need to do is to clarify the vision you have for your business. So before writing, understand your business vision. Think of this as a light of guidance. And what is the big picture for your business? What impact are you aiming to make? What is the big picture? So your book should really reflect this vision, and that's going to help amplify and communicate your core message. So take a moment to consider where you want your business to go. Are you aiming to become a thought leader, break into new markets, build a community around your brand? Your book should be more than just a collection of your thoughts. You should use it as a strategic tool that's going to align with these goals and that supports your overall business strategy. So that is the first step, is to clarify your vision. The next step is to identify the purpose of your book. So everything comes back to why. Why are you writing this book? Is it to educate your audience? Is it to share a personal journey? Normally, for business owners, they help solve problems for people who are looking for solutions. For example, when I wrote Publish to Impact, my goal was to give business owners a clear roadmap for turning their expertise into a best-selling book. But it was also showing about how a book can be a powerful asset for your business. So think about your business and think about what you want to achieve from your book. That clear purpose is what's going to guide you through that writing process, and it's going to keep you really aligned with your business objectives and keep you aligned with step one, which was that overall vision. So now that you have your vision and your purpose in mind, you now want to start creating content that supports your business goals. So your book should be an extension of your business strategy as well as an extension of yourself. So for instance, if one of your goals is to attract high-level clients, your content should address their specific challenges and aspirations. And if you want to build a broader audience, you want to make sure your content is more accessible and engaging overall. And this reminds me, when I was working on Evolve Your Skills, that was a book that was tailored to a broad audience. But I made sure that content was engaging for business owners, for people who had hobbies and wanted to level up and start a business. I made for athletes, people who are in the corporate world, because the premise of this book was to really change how people think about developing their skills in certain areas of their life. There's a certain approach to it. So that was what my book was about. And that book was targeted for a broader audience. So another important aspect is you now want to weave your brand story into your narrative. So what you've done is you've aligned your vision with your goals, you've established your purpose, and you've made sure your content matches your purpose and your vision. So you want to weave now your brand story. And that brand story is going to weave into your book. For me, my brand story is a struggling uni student who was terrible at English. I was told I was going to fail English. I really hated university. Loved boxing, and I started writing to connect my thoughts with how I performed in boxing. And that really set me on this trajectory of where I am today. So when you share your journey, your struggles, your successes, you create that personal connection with your readers. And that connection is what's going to build trust. It's what's going to build loyalty. And that is such an invaluable aspect for your business because it means you're going to attract the clients you want to work with. So you want to make sure you are telling your story because everybody has a story to tell. And if you've got a problem to solve as well, share that story and solve that problem throughout your book. Now, let's talk about the structure because the way you map out your chapters should support your business goals. So each chapter should really build on that last, providing value to the reader, but you're also reinforcing key messages that are going to align with what you communicate. So start by outlining the main topics and organize them into a flow that guides the reader through. And I always describe that flow as that journey. Where are you taking the reader on? So in Publish to Impact, I structured the book to take readers from understanding the basics, understanding the mindset of becoming an author, and then I took them on that journey to writing, publishing, launching, and then how can you make money off the back of the book. So think of your book as that journey. And another thing you also want to include, depending on the type of book you write as well, you don't want to forget about your calls to action. They don't have to be pushy or salesy. They should really be seamlessly integrated into your content, into your book. Whether it's referring them to a PDF or a community or exploring your services, there is a certain strategic way to do this, but that's for another episode. But your calls to action should align with the journey that they're at that moment in that chapter. And you also want to make sure that they also align with your goals of your book and your business too. And finally, before you finalize your book, you want to get feedback. And this is where a launch team comes in handy, and a professional editor, professional services, book coach. They will help you spot any areas where your content might not align as strongly with your goals, with the vision that you would like. So they see your blind spots, and you'll continue to refine that message based on that feedback as well. That's going to make your book more powerful, more relevant. So you want to make sure your language is simplified, and you want to really adjust the content to meet the reader's needs and align your business objectives. You don't also want to use really huge words that may not make sense to them at that point in time as well. You need to keep it simple. The best books are often the most simple books. And finally, let's now talk about launching and promoting your book. So a successful launch looks different to different people, and it doesn't just happen. It requires a really well thought out plan, and you want to develop a strategy that includes pre-launch activities, promotional tactics, and post-launch follow-ups. And you want to define your success of what a successful launch looks like before your book is published. So make sure your launch plan again aligns with your business goals and leverages your book as a tool for achieving them as well. So for example, when I launched Publish to Impact, I didn't have a launch team, and there was a reason why I didn't. And I had launch teams for my first two books, but I didn't have a launch team because I was really focusing on launching this podcast the same day I launched my book Publish to Impact. So my goal was to have a podcast, and my goal was to also publish this book. And that podcast release was in line with my strategy. I didn't really care how many copies I sold on launch week. All I cared about was getting this podcast off the ground, starting this podcast, letting people know that I have a new book available, ready to buy, and that I'm now positioning myself as a thought leader and expanding my reach to help business owners become authors and write their books. So that is really important, to have a launch period or have a launch plan that really complements your business and complements what you want to achieve, because everybody's launch plan looks a bit different. And then finally, once your book is out, you want to keep the momentum going, and that's just ongoing promotion and engagement. So continue to share your content from your book, continue to connect with the readers, and leverage your book as a tool to support your business goals, because the more you engage with your audience and the more you promote your book, the more impact it is going to have on you and your business. And so there you have it. That is it for today's episode. Writing a book that aligns with your business vision and your goals. It's all about being intentional. It's all about being strategic. It's all about clarifying your vision, defining your purpose, creating content that supports your goals. And you want to make sure you're structuring your book. You want to set yourself up for success, because remember, your book isn't just a reflection of your expertise. It is a powerful asset, and it's going to help you achieve your business goals and make a real lasting impact. So take these insights, start writing the book that's going to elevate your business to new heights, make you grow personally and professionally. But until next time, I'll catch you on the next episode.